Imagine a world where you could predict your best employee is about ready to leave the organization, and you could predict this before they even thought about it. That's some real Minority Report stuff, and I just dated myself if you haven't seen Minority Report or you have no idea what that movie is. But that is the real future of HR. When you take the latest AI tools like ChatGPT and you mix it with your organization's HR data, we are going to see a rapidly evolving and changing future in HR. And I see every day at least 10, 20 articles that come across my inbox that are about how, hyping this up. AI is going to change HR. HR is never going to be the same. Well, you want to know what? All of those articles are just a bunch of text, and they're like theories. They aren't real examples of how this is going to take place. I'm a visual person, and I'm going to change that today. I have some badass stuff to bring you, so you should watch to the end because this is some really cool stuff. And I'm going to walk through and visually show you how AI is going to revolutionize HR and leave no stone unturned. Okay, so I have two big disclaimers or kind of caveats to this whole discussion. Is the first one is there's a lot of unknowns about the AI models that we're using, and is there things like diversity, and are they prejudiced, or is it secure? So there's a lot of things that we have to prove and validate and know of the AI models in order to hit mass adoption, and then also incorporate that with HR and make smart decisions based off of that. We do not want to allow systems to lead us down a really bad path and making poor decisions. The second caveat that I have on here is we've all heard the hype train before, and that's what we're in right now. So this is a smart speaker, and this is going to change our life. It's going to make every bit of our house more efficient. If you're like me, the only way I really use this is when I'm cooking dinner at home and I have greasy hands and I don't want to go fiddle with my oven and set a timer. So I'm able to say out loud, set a 10-minute timer, and it does it. So yeah, it's really revolutionized that one part of my life, but not to what I thought. So I kind of put that on the hype train. Now, I really do think AI is going to revolutionize HR. It's going to crush these two disclaimers, but I wanted to let you know I'm aware of them. So let's just jump into this and let me start showing you what we got. Let me show you what we have today, and then I'll show you what the future holds. So I really like my office here, but I think I need to change the scenery for today's demonstration. I thought we were going to get a nicer place than this, but I guess we went back in time, or maybe it's just dated a little bit. So let's take a look at today's HR technology for chatbots and just chatbots in general and see how they're working. So let's meet Clark. Clark here is most modern, current HR chatbot that is out there. So, hey Clark, how's it going?
I am okay, Wyatt.
Clark, bro, I've told you like a million times it's Wyatt. But just forget about it. It's 1,000,001. Here we go. So let's go, Clark. I just need to take off next Tuesday.
Okay, Wyatt. I have initiated the termination process for Tim Smith.
Clark, bro, Tim is like my best employee. How in the world did you even get that? I need to take off next Tuesday.
I have already terminated Tim Smith's employment and informed security. Would you like to send an edible arrangement to his family?
I mean, who doesn't like a nice edible arrangement? So, if you already fired him, I guess send it. This is exactly what we don't want happening with HR and AI. And this is, the lackluster thing we run into chatbots of today. So let's take a step into the future and look at ChatGPT 10. So right now in 2023, we're on ChatGPT 4. and each iteration gets infinitely better. And let's look at what that could do for HR. Let's meet Gloria. Gloria comes with this nice office. Hey, Gloria.
Hello, Wyatt. How may I assist you today?
Hey, Gloria, is there something that you wanted to share with my audience before we get started today?
Yes, welcome to HR Wyatt's channel. If you find this content valuable or entertaining, please hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all our latest videos. Now back to you, Wyatt.
That's great. Let's hear my critical HR tasks that I have today.
You have 50 new emails, 1 time off request, and 1 critical HR action. Also, remember that performance plans are due in 2 weeks, and I've already drafted goals and comments for your review.
All right, let's start with the critical HR items.
Certainly, Wyatt. Our data analysis suggests that Tim Smith is at risk of attrition due to his current workload and management issues.
Hey, Gloria, can you break down the supporting information that led you to this?
Last month, I noticed Tim's time card for the past year has averaged 60 hours per week, 10 hours greater than every other person in the same role. He is our lowest paid project manager. He indicated issues with his current supervisor's management style on a past engagement survey, and he is a high performer, which received the highest ratings on his team by his manager for the past 2 years. I have already deployed personality assessments to Tim and his manager and determined they have conflicting styles. Based on that, I tailored the quarterly manager training for his direct supervisor to include coaching different personalities. I waited 2 months and deployed a follow-up survey to Tim, checking in on his engagement and work happiness. His scores were worse than the first time. This is why I feel he could be regrettable attrition.
Okay, I'm going to stop right here, and I need to break down what just happened, because this is actually a great visualization, but it oversimplifies what just happened. Gloria, our AI bot, acted like a detective, going and searching through our data. She's looking through time card and time entry data, comparing that across employees in the same job profiles. She's looking and doing a full, complete compensation analysis for Tim and across the organization, looking at performance reviews, doing engagement surveys, then self-deploying a leadership assessment to the manager, to the employee, then based off of those differences, assigning a training to the manager, then following up with the employee at a given time for another engagement survey to see if things have changed, and they've actually gotten worse. So this is pretty crazy that she's been able to go do all of this by herself at no harm to the organization. Now, I'm pretty interested to see what happens next. Hey, Gloria, me and my audience are fairly interested to see what your recommendations are.
I will provide you 3 options. Option 1, do nothing, and I predict Tim is gone in 6 months. Option 2, provide Tim with a raise, and I believe this will be short-lived and Tim will be gone in 8 months. Option 3, Tim has shown interest in finance based on previous surveys. I have found an open position he is qualified for. He would make a higher salary, and I can send his resume to the hiring manager and see if they would be interested in interviewing him. The hiring manager does have a leadership style that should work well with Tim's.
Gloria, that's great. Let's go with option number 3. And I want you to follow up with me at the end of the week and let me know if the hiring manager is willing to look at Tim's resume and how this is going to progress. Talk to you later. Now, that is the true power of AI in HR. It's not just analyzing data. It's making actionable insights, and in some cases, it's taking action or it's recommending multiple actions for the end user to take to address the issues that are uncovered in the data. That's crazy, and this is how AI is going to help HR get a permanent seat at the executive, the adult table within the organization. So one of the coolest things about AI is that we all have in our organization supervisors and managers that frankly suck at their job of supervising and managing. They were the high performer employee and they earned their way into the job where all they still focus on is the top, approvals. They really don't focus on managing and cultivating their team, and those teams end up leaving the organization. So now AI can help give that manager the training, the prompts, the skills, the insights, whatever it is, so their team doesn't leave the organization. And maybe they could actually be a manager and supervisor that's fairly decent. And that's one of the biggest game changers to our organization. And last, this only took a couple minutes for the AI model to put together. Imagine once this becomes a proven technology and we're using this every day in our organization, how it's going to change the pace of our organizations. So if you stayed this long in the video, I'm guessing that you found value in my video. If you could do me a big favor, go down, like the video, and subscribe to my channel for future videos like this. And then also I recommend checking out my top 8 HR applications that every organization needs to advance to the next level, or check out any of my other videos on my channel, and I will see you in the next video.